Hey everyone, welcome to another $1,000 strap search. I've got my $1,000 in singles here and I'm about to show you what I found. But before I do, let's talk about this week's tip. Now you guys see me sort through 1,000 notes every week, and I get a comment quite often which says, how come you find more than I do? You always find more than everybody else. You must be cheating. You must be doing something different. You must be loading up on your finds. And no, I just do it correctly. What do I mean by that? A lot of people who search straps of singles will go to their bank and they will order 1,000 singles. Well, when you order singles, that means the bank doesn't have any singles. So the bank is going to call the Federal Reserve and have singles delivered. Well, how does the Federal Reserve get singles? The Federal Reserve gets singles when people go through lots of singles, take out all the good stuff, and then deposit all of this stuff at a bank. And then since the bank now has massive amounts of singles, they don't need them. So they call the Reserve to come and pick them up. The Reserve then goes through all the singles, anything that's got writing on it or anything that's got a stamp on it, i.e. where's George, anything that would be not good for the overall condition of the note gets pulled out. Then they restrap the singles and ship them to the next bank that requests singles. Do you see how when you get Federal Reserve straps that are circulated notes, how they've already been picked through? Okay. Now, the notes that I get, there are a number of people at my bank who deposit singles, as in they deposit their tips. And because of that, my bank gets a lot of circulated singles deposited, and rather than calling the Reserve to come pick up all of these circulated singles, they call me. Well, how does that improve what I find? Well, first of all, like I said, these aren't other people's scraps. But secondly, when you have a giant population of people, some people, when they get notes, are going to say, oh, that's kind of neat, and they're going to pull it out and they're going to set it aside. And before you know it, they got 5, 10, 20 notes that are semi-interesting. And then they decide, I'm not really going to keep them. And since they're singles, what do they do with them? They use them for tip money. Well, like I said, my bank has so many different people depositing large numbers of tips. I tell you guys all the time about Where's George notes. The best thing to do with Where's George notes is to spend them. Once you get a Where's George note, you log it and then you spend it, because that keeps the note in circulation. What's the best way to spend a Where's George note? As a tip. So, like I said, when you have bartenders and waitresses and dancers making large deposits of singles, those are the singles that you want to go through. The singles you don't want to go through are the singles that I'm returning to the bank. And how do you know if you get my singles? Well, that's the thing. You usually don't. But more often than not, like I said, when somebody deposits large numbers, they probably search them and they'll probably get shipped off to the Reserve, just waiting for someone like you to order them. So yeah, that's why it seems like I find more than the average person. It's because I'm actually looking through the right notes. Now, I've been searching stuff for years, and this has all been trial and error on my part. I've gone to different banks, and some of them would have to order, and every time I'd order, I'd never find anything cool. But oftentimes, when I found places that the general public was depositing large numbers like this, then I would find the good stuff. So yeah, what you want are the circulated notes, because then it's everybody in the community looking for stuff for you, and then they give up on the hobby. That's how you end up finding the stuff. Okay, let's get these out of the way, and let's take a look at what I found this week. First note. This was very reminiscent to some of the misprinted errors that I see, where the serial numbers and the seals are all dark, but everything in the background is faded. That is damage. You know it's damage because the back is just as faded as the front. The seals, like I said, are embedded into the paper, where all of this ink is actually on top of the paper, and it's easier to wear off. Not an error, just damage. Found a reverse birthday note, I guess you'd call it. 1976, October 19th. Some trinaries, 5s, 8s, and 9s, 0s, 1s, and 4s, 0s, 1s, and 9s, 1s, 5s, and 7s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. Oh, there's a dark 2, must be worth $1 million. 2s, 6s, and 9s, and some quads. Quad zeros with a little bit of wedding transfer, must be worth $1 million. Quad zeros again. Quad 2s, really nice shape. Quad 2s, also really good shape. That one is also a trinary, right? 1s, 2s, and 9s, yeah. Quad 5s, and this one's 5s, 7s, and 9s as well. And this one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 7s on it. So five of a kind is pretty cool. Well, 5 in a row, I should call it. Then my stars, a bunch of stars this week. 2017A in nice shape. 2017A as well. Another 2017A. Always check them to make sure that they're not filled in. 2017A. Stars may be going away, so I'm not going to be letting go of any of these. 2017. What else we got? 2017. 2017, nice shape. 2017. 2017, also good shape. 2013B, and it's in good shape, and this happens to be from Washington, so I believe this might even be one of the tougher ones, and it's in really good shape, and they're probably worth about 20 bucks, because these here it is in the duplicate range. You want 20 or 250,000 or less, or you want 032 all the way up to 096. Those are the duplicate ranges. So this one qualifies, and it's in good shape. Another 2013, 2006 star note, rough shape, but still cool to find. 2003 star note, much better shape. That's pretty cool. Then a 2003A, 2003A, 2003, 1999, 99, rough shape on that one. 99, pretty rough. 99, 1995, checking to see if it's a web note. It is not. 88A, also not a web note. And the oldest note I found this week, in really good shape too, I might add, a 1963B Joseph W. Barr note. They only printed these notes for 30 days. Unfortunately, everybody knew that, so everybody saved them. So you can still find 1963B notes. I did say 1963B, right? 1963B Joseph W. Barr notes. They were printed for 30 days. Everybody knew it, so everybody saved them. That's why you still find them in circulation. Try to find a 1963A in circulation, or a 1963 in circulation. Very difficult. But 63Bs, they pop up all the time. And if they're in good condition like this one, well then, yeah, they might actually be worth something. So I put that in a sleeve right away. Also, found a binary, 3s and 6s, 3666, 3663. So that was a cool find, also in really good shape. And finally, I found a repeater, 4847, 4847. And not only is that a repeater, it is so close to a super repeater. If that was 4848, 4848, that would have been a super repeater and would have been worth a lot more than just the repeater value. But still very cool, 4847, 4847. To find in circulation, yes, you can find these in circulation. So yeah, I do tend to find a lot of good stuff, but that is why. All right, so what did I bring out this week? It's not the prettiest note, but this is from the state of Florida, Tallahassee it says here, and it's a $3 bill. It's obsolete currency. I was looking over it, and it does have signatures here and here, and it also looks like it's got a signature right here. That signature looks almost as if it was stamped on there for some reason. Anyway, you got the hand-signed numbers there as well. Cool looking ship there with a couple in the background. What else would you expect from Florida, right? They do have enough water surrounding them. Nothing on the back of this note. I was just fascinated because I know Florida notes are a little harder to come by, probably because of the weather conditions. You're talking high humidity and stuff, and these notes weren't necessarily printed on the nicest paper. And it's a $3 bill. I'm always fascinated by $3 bills because everybody thinks $3 bills are fake. They aren't. They really did exist. To have a whole phrase, phony as a $3 bill, when you can buy $3 bills, is always a fun one for me. Now, I know that a lot of the Florida notes, like I said, aren't in the best of shape, and they are a little bit tougher to find. So when I saw a $3 bill in rough shape, I thought, great, I get to add that to my $3 bill collection, and I can probably get it for a good price. And I did. Let's look at what the book has to say. I realize the condition on this is not going to make it an easily identifiable note in the book, but if I look here, there it is. And brand new, it's $400 in VF. VF is a grade 20. It's $250. So yeah, I'm not saying this is a $250 note at all. I'm simply saying I am very proud to have a $3 note from the state of Florida in my pile of $3 bills. So that's what I've got for you guys this week. If you learned anything new, go ahead and hit that like button. If you like what you see and you want to see more, please subscribe. I love reading all your comments. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.